Buddy's Pro Shop. Videos by bowlers, for bowlers.
Well, hello everyone. I'm Professor Sven Tensblit. You know, I've been so busy in my lab lately, I've forgotten to speak to you all in a while. But enough about me. Let's get down to business. Let's talk bowling. You know, as many of you already know, Storm is known worldwide as the Bowler's Company. But now, along with this title, comes great responsibility in providing world-class innovations across the globe. And the new Prodigy is no exception. The Prodigy features the brand new Centripetal core and the R2X Pearl cover stock with enhanced traction mica. To give you a better understanding on where the new Prodigy will fit into your arsenal, I have on the phone with me today my close personal friend and Storm's Vice President of Sales and Marketing, Mr. Hank Boomershine. Hello, Hank. Thank you for taking some time out of your busy schedule to answer some questions about the new Prodigy. How are you?
Hello, Sven. Things are going well. We're just getting ready for the trade show season to gear up. Looking forward to this new ball release and really ready for it to get out there to the general public.
What was your idea when designing the new Prodigy? And what type of ball reaction should bowlers expect?
Well, Sven, we were trying to make a ball, a good high-performance ball that would match up to the Invasion. Something that was a more hooked than what we'd seen in the other previous master line bowling balls, but something that would complement that Invasion really well. Something that was still going to be a little bit cleaner through the front, but give us that good mid-lane read. And even when that Invasion, still that we need that good, strong, aggressive hook, but sometimes it's just too much. And that Prodigy is that nice fit within that. So you can go from the Invasion to the Prodigy. Prodigy gives us a tremendous amount of back-end reaction, but very predictable.
So, Hank, what you're trying to tell me is the other night when I was bowling in my league and I was using the Invasion, and that was too much ball on those heavy oil lane conditions, that I should have taken out my new Prodigy?
Yeah, Sven, when that Invasion starts to hook too much, gives us too much back-end reaction, just gets too strong, the Prodigy's that go-to because that 4,000 grit cover, that pearlized cover stock gets us a little bit more through the front, but that low RG, symmetrical core gives us still that read where we get a little bit of carry down, still gives us motion down the lane, but something that's predictable. And we don't have sometimes the Invasion, that asymmetrical. We know they're so strong and they're so sensitive sometimes. This one gives us just a little bit more room to make a few errors here and there and still get us a good performance we're looking for.
So now, how will my Prodigy compare to the Virtual Energy?
How does that Prodigy compare to that Virtual Energy? Now, well, Virtual Energy is unique. That asymmetrical, low RG, high differential, but it's a hybrid. And what we have here is we have just strictly a pearlized cover stock and a symmetrical core. So, you get those asymmetricals and those symmetricals. The symmetricals are more predictable. And also this 4,000 grit cover stock, we already give you a little bit of surface to it so it blends the patterns out. The Virtual Energies are going to give us a little bit more motion off the spot, where this one will still give us plenty of motion, but it's a little bit more predictable. Still very strong down lane, but something where we don't see such a defined break point. That Virtual Energy can give us a little bit more of a very defined break point because of the asymmetrical core and that hybrid cover stock.
So why the new core design? What makes the Centripetal core so unique?
So what makes that Centripetal core so unique? Well, basically what we were trying to do here is we're trying to give you something that's that low RG part, high differential. So we know that gets something to rev up and give us a lot of motion down the lane. But the thing we were looking for was a symmetrical version. We have a lot of asymmetrical parts that we have out there that are low RG, high differential, similar numbers. But when you go to a symmetrical core, you give us something that is a little bit more readable, more predictable. The shape down lane is a little bit smoother through the transitions. And what it does is it just gives us a lot of performance, but a lot of predictable performance. Symmetrical balls are so much easier to work with and tune. Asymmetricals, we got to be very careful sometimes on mass bias placement. So the Prodigy is going to be really good all around. That Centripetal core is a nice match.
So bowlers, if you want to know more about RG and differential, visit buddiesproshop.com's tech library. Okay, Hank, one more thing. I know that Storm used the same cover stock on the second dimension and the new Prodigy. Yet one is polished and one is dull. Why?
Okay, well, we know that both these cover stocks are R2X with the ETM in it. And this R2X ETM pearl. And one was polished, and that second dimension was polished, and the Prodigy S4000. The first reason we did the 4000 grit was we were trying to give it a little bit more, I mean, still strong motion down lane, but we'd give it a little bit more versatility with a 4000 grit cover. But the other thing that's unique about this ball as well, too, is this ETM also has a backed up just a standard mica in the shell, where second dimension was just ETM mica in the shell. So when we put that backed up mica in there, it just gives us a little bit different footprint, a little bit different. We liked it in 4000 grit the best. The versatility, no. Nice thing is, it gives us more hook, but what we can also do is polish it up, still get us down the lane, give us a lot more motion down lane if we're looking for it. So the idea was to come to you at 4000, and if you wanted to tweak it a little bit, polish it up a little bit, give us a little bit more motion, we can just throw some Storm React to Shine on top of it, and we'll get it even more angle down the lane.
Hank, I want to thank you for your time. Do me a favor and transfer me to Chris Schlemmer. About to get on the phone with me is Storm's PBA rep and coach to the pros, Mr. Chris Schlemmer. Chris, quick question. How do you see the Prodigy helping both the PBA Tour bowler and the PBA Experience bowler?
Well, I see the Prodigy as really just an awesome new addition to the Storm family. We're excited on tour, and also for those who are going to be bowling league. This is the first lower RG high differential solid performance ball we've had in a while. Actually, our mindset was coming back of the day of the agents. That was the premise of designing this core, and just something strong in the mid lane and continuous and a good strong motion all the way through the back part of the lane. Not to say that we don't have other balls that do that, but this is going to be more of a controlled with the enhanced traction mica and just a great combination through and through.
Thanks, Chris. By the way, is Norm there with you?
Yeah, actually, hold on just 1 second. Here he is.
I can't believe this. It's my lucky day. I'm about to be on the phone with Storm staff player and future PBA Hall of Famer Norm Duke. Hello, Norm. Professor Sven Tensblit here. I have a question for you. Where do you see the Prodigy fitting into your current arsenal of balls?
Well, Sven, this Prodigy is quickly becoming one of my favorite balls. I like to use it on the heaviest of oils, and the good thing is I get to use it a lot longer than I did the Invasion. Eventually, the stronger the ball, the weaker it tends to hit after a couple, 3 games. With this Prodigy, that R2X cover stock, which is the same thing that was on the second dimension, which is what I won my last title with, it allows the bowling ball to go so far down the lane that I can use it on heavy oil for a long time. Sometimes I can go through the whole day with the same bowling ball, which is awesome.
Wow, Norm. Sounds like you really like this new Prodigy.
Well, Sven, bottom line, those pins don't stand a chance.
Norm, I want to thank you for answering my question, and good luck to you next season. Well, I think I could safely say that we all have a better understanding of how the new Prodigy will help all of our games. Now let's get out on the lanes and see some pin action.
Buddy's Pro Shop, the place all bowlers shop.